Nation, I know. I bet you're wondering, what have I done to please the social media gods that I get two Be More sessions this week? Nothing. You just showed up. So since you're here, we might as well talk about batch recording. Be More let's go.
Close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire.
So, as per usual, I'm Dr. Tachi, and as per usual, I am very excited about helping you to level up your video or be more with your video. What is be more? Basically, on the other side of all of this, we are going to be wiser, better, smarter, stronger, worldlier, calmer, more of that. It's not a word, but basically just add ER to anything and it means to up level, to be more than, okay? So let's do that in everything we do, but I'm here to help you with that endeavor in video. So I said we were going to talk about batch recording. Yes, what is that? Basically just recording a bunch of videos at one time in one sitting. It can save you so much time and effort by batch recording. I don't know why people don't do it. I mean, I guess I do understand. You have kids, you have work, you have a lot of things going on. But if you call yourself serious about doing this, you need to make time for all of this as well. And something that can be a huge time saver is doing all your videos in one sitting, or as many videos as you can in one sitting. So say you are going to dedicate time to doing this, like 2 hours per week, or whatever the case may be. In that 2 hours per week, you may be able to get 5 short videos done, right? Maybe 4, maybe 6. It depends on how long each of your videos is going to be. And so since you have all that batch recorded, you can then upload to whatever distribution platform you're going to upload it to, and you don't have to worry about recording every week. Now, obviously, this works only if we're talking about recording video and then uploading it to a platform like YouTube or Vimeo after. With live streaming, yeah, you can batch record and then play it on an encoder to go out live later. You could do that, but in my experience and a lot of other people's experience, it makes more sense to do it live because people connect better with you when you're live as opposed to you replaying a video and then sitting in the comments. So that's something that I've actually never done. So why I say in my experience, I don't know. But in my experience of talking to other people and watching and looking, you get better traction when you are actually live as opposed to playing a recorded video while live. But that's a whole other section and segment of Be More. We'll talk about that at another point. So batch recording. Think about a couple of things when you're batch recording. One thing to think about is to make sure that you're doing topics that are alike. You don't have to, but it's really helpful if you do topics that are alike because the way our minds work, we work in sequential order. We like to do things that are connected to each other. So it's going to be less brain work for you to remember things if you're already doing something that's, for example, part of a series or like topics. So when you batch record, think about recording things that are alike at the same time in that one sitting instead of being on topic A and then you go to topic W and it doesn't make sense to you, right? To your brain. I promise it will flow so much smoother if you do like topics in your batch recording. Also, notice that I have on something that I have in the previous video and the video previous to this. So what? I batch recorded. That's why. So that's totally okay. You can decide. People are there for your content, right? I mean, they're probably there for the fashion and all of that as well. But most people are there for your content and to hear the good things that you say. So you probably will say, well, I've never seen you wear basically the same thing in your videos. I generally don't because I love fashion and I love to experiment with different looks. But when you batch record, maybe you say, well, this is a series, I'm just going to keep the same thing on. That's fine. But if you want to experiment with looks, think about that. All you have to do is just change out the top. Maybe if you want to do the accessories and a hat, that's fine. But nobody's looking at the bottom. I will say this though, whenever I go live for Mediascope, I get fully dressed. including the shoes in some cases, if they're, comfortable enough shoes. I live in Florida. It's warm all the time. I can wear wedges and sandals and things like almost year round, basically. And I don't have to worry about, oh, it's cold. Plus, I'm in my studio/house. So that, it's not a big deal. But you could wear flip-flops. You could wear house shoes as long as nobody is going to see this and you're not getting up. But if you're live, for example, always get fully dressed. You never know when you have to get up and get something, or if something happens, the camera falls, you get up. Oh, wow, you're just wearing boxers. Don't do that. Get fully dressed for live stream at all times. Look, in this day and age of people being caught on Zoom cameras with not enough clothing on, meaning no clothing, please get fully dressed at all times. And if you're going live, be fully dressed. I'll excuse flip-flops or, what's on your feet, but everything else you need to be fully dressed. However, for something like this, if you're doing a talking head type of thing, you don't need to, your bottoms can be, regular off, matching, but there's a different attitude, I'm telling you, when you're fully dressed as opposed to when you're half done. But do what works for you. So have a couple of outfits that you chose or a couple of tops that you've chosen and swap them out if you want a different look. That way you can still batch record and it looks like it is a different day or at least a different point in time, right? Whatever the case may be. But, honestly, unless it is a fashion video where you are doing different looks and you need to change up, you may not have to. And, that'll be okay. If you wear makeup, your makeup will be the same, but you can change out the tops and everything and it'll be all good, right? So whatever the case may be, you can choose to swap out your tops or you can choose to keep the same one on, especially if it's a series, the audience will forgive you. So think about that. Think about the fact that you can swap out your tops. Think about the fact of using or doing like topics when you batch record. Think about the fact that it also saves a lot of time. So again, instead of recording once per week, if you do a weekly show, you could record 5 episodes, then go ahead and upload them as you see fit. So think about if you are a YouTuber and you say to your audience, okay, we're going to have videos once a week. So that way you've got 5 done. All you have to do is over 5 weeks, upload them. But also think about keeping an upload day and time. So that means if your video gets uploaded at 9 o'clock, you tell your audience, okay, every Saturday at 9, look for a new video. They'll know to expect your video Saturday at 9. There's also something about building a consistency. In this video game, it's all about consistency. So again, that is another topic, but put in your mind that pick a day, pick a time for batch recording. If you're going to do that, pick a day, pick a time for live streaming. Pick a day, pick a time that you're going to upload your content to whatever platform. Building consistency with your audience keeps your audience. If you're all over the place, nobody knows when to expect you. So make sure, but be for damn sure, I am on every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern time on all the platforms, and people know to expect me then. So, that also helps with, advertising is good, but that also helps with if people already know where you are, you don't have to do a whole lot of extra telling people I'm going to be live because they know to expect you. Okay, another topic for another day. So what did we learn today? Batch recording is your friend. Batch recording is your friend. I made that song up. It's not real. So think about batch recording. It saves time. You can swap out your tops. It's just great. I don't know why people don't batch record. Okay, it helps you so that you have time to do other things so that you can be more. Hopefully this little bonus was helpful on batch recording. I want to see you batch record. And you know what? If you all are not only getting use out of this, but you are getting ready to start doing video, please put in the chat below that you're getting ready to start doing video and how you're being more in that preparation. Or if you're already doing video, what you're doing differently to be more. I'm really interested to know. All right, my friends, I'll leave you to it. We will be back in another video. I thank you. Be more. Cheers.
We always here for you. Scope when you emotionally broke. Settle in our knowledge and conversations, don't make them yours.